going
Anthony!
a gun.
Pull the lever!
My mind's telling me no, but my body's telling me I'm a Wario. I'm gonna win.
The second they came together, it was beautiful.
Are we live?
We are live. Well, not
I'm
live.
staring inside the eye of a Category 5 hurricane, Tony. How are things there?
I don't know there, J-Rod, because there is no Tony here. There's only an Anthony, though.
That's right, Bob. I am literally getting torn apart out here. It's hell. Why I'm here is beyond me. Tell my wife and kids I miss them, Bob.
I will.
There is no Dana, only Zool.
Especially when I have dinner with her tonight. What?
Oh, well, there's my cue to die. All hell, Zool.
One of the funniest fucking joke I ever said that no one ever heard was there was a newscast about someone like, oh yeah, this was last year. I went down to the hurricane and this is what I experienced. And I'm like, yeah, it was a bit windy. And I fucking laughed my ass off to this dumbass joke because no one else around heard me.
Oh, welcome to What an Oddcast. I'm Jared Medikheim, followed always by Mr. Anthony Denny here.
Closer than you think.
And we are also joined by James once again.
See?
And as you may know, if you follow us on Facebook and whatnot, we're covering over games that we hated. Basically, games that were terrible, bad, however you want to put it, games that you just hated. And we got quite a few. Who wants to go first? Let's start there.
I'll go
and
first.
I know where we're going to go. Okay. Before we do get started...
Fuck.
I've already told these guys I am going to see 3 from Hell tomorrow night. It's only playing 3 nights at a specific time. They're doing like a special setup each night, something different. And we got our tickets for tomorrow night. So I'll be going to see that. I'm excited there, and I'll let you guys know what I thought about it.
All right. Sounds good.
Anthony, you can go ahead and start us off.
All right. I want to take y'all back a few years ago. I think it was 2015 or 2016. And you know, this game alone killed this whole series for me. This is how bad a time it is.
Do I know what it is?
Oh, yes, you do know what this is. I'm going to skip forward to the very end of the game. There you are with your brother on a train. This train's going really fast. Then there's the bad guy at the top of the front of the train. And you shoot him through the heart with the hand cannon. Straight through the heart. You save the train. How that happens. Dude gets up and takes down 2 trained military men.
What the fuck?
Jared knows this game. I played through this horrible campaign. It was Call of Duty Ghosts.
Oh, okay. That clarifies things a lot more. That's a bad game.
Ghosts was literally the last Call of Duty game I've ever played because it was so bad.
So, hold on. So first off, for me, at first I didn't know where he was going. But then he got to 2 brothers, a train, shooting him with a hand cannon. I immediately knew what game he was talking
Through the heart.
Ridiculous. Oh, I hated it so much.
I fucking hate it.
I hate their marketing because they could market a fucking pile of shit and make it seem fun.
Yeah,
they're really good at that.
And you know what? We're talking with one of the people who are the fucking problem right here. Jared Minikheim. You are one of the people who are the fucking problem.
How am I the problem?
I don't know. How many Call of Duties have you bought and played since Ghosts?
2.
I've played all but the most recent Black Ops. All the Black Ops. Like I had, I think, Modern Warfare 2. Like I had Yeah, Modern Warfare 2, and then the next one I had Black Ops and Black Ops 2, and the one-off that I did in between all that was Ghosts.
I'm sorry.
I didn't touch the others. Ghosts was horrible, though.
Okay, I guess I am the problem. I'm ashamed to admit I've owned quite a few. Usually I get roped into getting them, so that's my excuse.
Yeah, I mean, it's fine.
I had Advanced Warfare. I had Ghosts, Black Ops 1 through 4. Oh. I did not play Infinite Warfare because I played a trial for it because people were trying to get me to get it to play with them, and I was like, I don't know. I played a trial for it, fucking hated it, and was like, yeah, no way in hell. Infinite Warfare and any of the other ones, I never really played them a whole lot. And I just played the open beta for this newest one. And to be clear, with the open beta there, I don't know how I feel about it.
What about World War II?
So don't come to me. Don't come to me on that one.
It just looks nearly like what made me like Call of Duty in the first place. It's like
it has that feel to it, but I also feel,
I guess would be the word I'm looking for.
See, the way
it was
also
that straightforward.
Well, the way that it worked, it felt like one of the older Modern Warfare games. But they also added just the way the gameplay worked. They're only showing team deathmatch and domination. That's my first problem. Because they talked about these bigger battles, almost like Battlefield, basically, is what they want to go to. Okay. And have like 50v50. And I'm like, okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah, full-blown battle royale scenario.
But they only showed Domination HQ and TDM. And I don't care about that because I just don't. That's not what caught my interest to begin with, so I don't give a shit. And I just feel the old Call of Duty style and the new one coming together in this, and I don't know how I feel about how it worked, because there wasn't a whole lot to go on.
So I'm on the Wikipedia page of Call of Duty Ghosts, which another thing that pisses me off is Ghosts from Modern Warfare 2, like coolest character of Call of Duty.
Yeah.
They knew what they were doing. But this is from the Wikipedia page. Ghost received generally positive reviews from critics, with most praising its multiplayer gameplay and introduction of new game mode, Extinction, but criticize it for single-player campaign, for rehashing familiar concepts, general lack of innovation, and storyline ending. Yep.
Extinction was pretty neat, but honestly, that's really probably the only thing I kept playing Ghost for, was I had a couple people that would play that and it would get interesting. But the regular gameplay of multiplayer and stuff itself, I didn't care for. So yeah, I agree with that. Ghosts can burn in hell.
They can burn in hell indeed.
And with what you just sent me, James, does that mean you want to go next? Or
no, I just figured I would share a little bit of a little tidbit of video. I would click through the dead center of the video because literally the first 8 minutes is the same repeated scenery. Like that's I remember now why I hated that so much. So yeah, sure, I'll go next.
All right.
Just how terrible the original Friday the 13th on the NES was.
Oh god.
The whole NES. It was like if you go and you watch somebody do a playthrough on it, it amazes me just how bad the navigation was in houses and how they were all the same. And I don't know. I think maybe that's why I hated it so much, because it was made in 1989. So odds are I played it at around age 4 or 5 for the first time would be my guess.
No, it's
maybe slightly past that, and it was bad, but the game
it is in general that game.
Like if you watch how it just kind of plops in pieces to the same room to make it look like a new room. So like I don't know. And I'll give it credit where credit's due. I mean, it was 1989, but it was God, I'm watching this guy just destroy this game, and I don't know how the fuck he did it. Well, obviously he did it because it's 2014, take that bitch back to my NES controller in 1990 or 91 and then do it. It's not going to happen. You're not going to fucking whoop this game's ass because it was hard as fuck. And that's what drove me nuts. Made me want to pull my goddamn hair out.
Fair enough.
Like a fucking Let's Rage.
That game is infamously bad. It's like the E.T. game. It's just infamously a terrible game.
I feel like it belongs in this, but that's just me.
I mean, that's what this is. It's an opinion piece.
Well, I guess I'll get one of mine out of the way because I went back and replayed before I make my official final judgment. I swear to God, I'll never talk about it again. But this is just I have to with this. I want you to get in your time machine and go back a couple years.
Okay. I am there.
We're on the PS3.
Alright, you've already lost me.
I'm gonna stone two birds at once here.
Nice.
The Twisted Metal and Sly Cooper 4. Yeah, that's right. I'm not done with that little bitch ass. You can fucking come back here and take another beating. Both of those games can burn in hell because they were just terrible, terrible games to come from something that was a good franchise. They can both go fuck themselves.
Yeah, that's always disappointing when a promising franchise shits all over itself.
So I'll start with the one that I've said before is fucking awful. And I went back and even tried to play it again, give it a fair chance. I fucking couldn't. I just deleted it today. I was like, I'm done. I can't fucking do this.
For another couple years when you decide to revisit it.
I don't know. Sly Cooper 4. I will say it again. And after replaying it, it really just shined on the things that I don't like when I was looking for what it is exactly I didn't like, and it was blatantly obvious. They tried to combine how Game 1 was, where it was the early day PS2 coming off the PS1s. It was very like, go to a portal, go to a level, go A to B, collect some stuff and whatever. And it was a simple game, but it was fun, and it was a fun game to play through. And then 2 and 3, they opened it up a bit more and added more unique and challenging things to do, made it more interesting to play. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with 4, but they tried to combine both of those concepts together, but they didn't put time and effort into either one, so it just became this bullshitty jumbled mess of different styled levels being blended into one, and I fucking hate it. I can't play through it. I only played 2 chapters, and there's, like any game, there's about 6. I only barely made it through 2 of them, and then I fucking deleted it. I was like, I can't fucking play this game. It is just so fucking bad. And then, just to prove my point, I went back through. I played through 1 and 2 again, and I was fine. I enjoyed myself. That before, it's just so bad. And in the same vein, I tried the Twisted Metal game that came out on PS3, because I didn't have one, I didn't try it. That
one they went way off the rails?
Well, that one turned out to be a piece of shit, too. It's like, you have to play through the story mode. But the story mode is fucking dumb as shit.
Yeah, I remember that one. That was bad. I forgot
the controls don't work properly. They're very clunky, so trying to drive around's a pain in the ass. A lot of the challenges are you have to go to an area and kill everybody in between going to areas and not be outside to die. It's very fucking annoying, and I couldn't do it, so fuck that game too.
I would agree with you. I remember that shit. They went way off the rails with what worked for that franchise. Like they took a risk, and it definitely didn't pay off. Not at all. Not even close.
So that's my start. That means we're back to Anthony again.
All right. Let me look at my list.
Let me work off my thing.
All right. So, have you guys have heard of the game called Overwatch, right?
Yeah, I've actually been going back through and played it recently just to go back to it.
Now, Overwatch, good game. I'm not talking about Overwatch. I want to talk about the game
Overwatch isn't bad.
That released alongside Overwatch.
Oh boy.
Called Battleborn.
Why does that sound familiar?
I haven't played it, but I've seen it.
It is, I believe it's now free to play. It was trying to do...
Yeah.
Basically, it was doing what Overwatch was doing at the same time. Like, it was trying to do, like, multiplayer, different classes, all that. I think the people who made Borderlands made it. Let me just look that up. And, you know, so, yeah, 2K. So, people who made Battleborn. I mean, yeah. So, this game came out, and it was just fucking killed by Overwatch. Just murder. You can find this now for $5.99 on eBay, $4.99 on Walmart.
Now, can we repeat the name one more time?
Battleborn.
When this game got debuted at E3, I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. This is like an outer space, more like fantasy kind of thing, but in a Borderlands style. That's kind of cool. So I got it. And then it immediately says, you need an online connection because you can't play this fucking thing.
That's where
it's like,
I was fucking...
So it's like Destiny. You can't play by yourself.
Yep.
I'm like, that
actually,
sucked ass.
Yep, it is. This is the part where I fucking hated it. Because it is online only, DRM. So even if you play by yourself, you have to be online. I live in the middle of bum fucking nowhere with fucking stick internet. Do you know how hard it is for me to fucking load a server and play by myself? It sucks. It was the Battleborn free-to-play server. Guess how well it fucking did.
Oh, sure, it's horrible.
I can't tell you how many times I've watched the unskippable intro. Unskippable intro.
Love those.
And it's not a short intro. It's a 10-minute intro, if I'm remembering correctly.
Yeah, it's like a whole big story to explain everything that happened.
Yep.
And I got to play it a little bit. I gave it a fair chance, and it just wasn't fun. It wasn't fun.
No, it wasn't.
I never even touched it, to be honest.
It's free, and I don't want to touch it.
Yeah.
It was like... It was like Crackdown mixed with like a Borderlands kind of thing. Like they tried something different, but it just, man, it fucking was terrible. I couldn't play it.
Did you guys get my link? I need you before I mention my next one. I need you guys to see at least the intro to that video game.
I've seen this video as well. I love me
so bad.
I love that channel.
It's a good one.
I wanted the
intro to the game. You need to watch the beginning of it.
Now, before we get into that, there's one I want to throw in with Battleborn. The fucking Saints Row spinoff they tried to do was in the same exact vein.
Agents of Chaos.
And it was also shit. Agents of Chaos. That one was also shit. Yeah. It was the same way they do with Battleborn, except with Saints Row, and it was fucking terrible. So that one gets thrown in there.
Yeah, fuck that game too.
So James, that's on you. I assume I already know what you're going with.
Correct, but intro to that game is so fucking ridiculous. I just want you guys to watch it. Just the main menu of that game before you can even push start. It's just horrible. I mean, the gameplay speaks for itself.
I just don't understand how this became a mascot.
Yeah, how did this game happen in the first place?
It's the world's shittiest... You know, I'm going to go to eBay to see how much this game costs nowadays.
So, another game to add to the list of my worst games would be Sneak King. Burger King, back in like 2006, decided they were going to start making fucking video games about value meals.
Oh, they weren't the only ones. Yeah, Burger King did it, Pepsi did it, McDonald's did a few.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. So, you got, you would get the game, Sneak King, on the Xbox 360 by purchasing a value meal. This game, let's just give some reference here. You're in this massive, I'm assuming it's lumber. I mean, what the fuck is that? What's this like lumber yard or wherever they're clearing out all these trees? So not only is Burger King interrupting people working as you're sneaking around with your creepy fucking hell mask on, trying to sneak up on people and give them whoppers while they could potentially chop their fucking legs off from being startled so bad.
Or chop you.
But they're promoting
in the lumber yard. Oh my God, my leg!
They're like, here, let's clear some forests as long as you're eating Burger King. Nobody cares about the trees. Fuck them. Not even Burger King does. But here's a burger.
King no Whopper. King no Whopper. King out. No, he's dead.
You know, I can prove that they're like anti-vegetation, or they're not anti-vegetation, but maybe that's where all of it started with their Wonder Whopper or whatever the hell it is.
Anthony tried
The Impossible
Their
Whopper.
Veggie Whopper? The Impossible Whopper. Did it actually taste like Whopper?
Yeah, I would say it did, but take that with a grain of salt because my taste buds aren't like really good.
I really want to try it just because, but like clear back in 2006 when they put out Sneak King, I'm starting to think that they were referencing something to come. They were just hack down a bunch of trees to put in your burgers. So it looks like, anyways. I could be wrong.
I mean,
Conspiracy.
you might be wrong, but at the same time, what do vegetarians actually eat?
Trees?
I think so.
Toenails?
I'm pretty sure they hang out with beavers
Wait.
when they all clear out a field.
If you eat toenails, is that cannibalism?
Yeah. See, that would still be
So it'd
something
count as
like coming from
meat?
something living, so they can't do that.
Even though it's dead?
Yeah.
That's weird.
All meat is dead.
They got to eat trees and some leaves. Fall's their favorite time of year. That's how they make pies.
Yeah, they just leave out a pan overnight and it just fills itself up.
Oh my God, Karen, look! We have a pine needle pie! Oh my God!
Oh, fuck. So you also, after you run through the sawmill, potentially fucking up everything, you go into a cul-de-sac where there's likely children. I mean, the first thing I think is like, hey kids, what's a free candy? You know, that's the first thought that pops into my mind. It's creepy fucking shit. Have you seen The Mask? I mean, if that guy was found in a cul-de-sac, cops are going to be there within minutes.
I've seen that in my nightmares.
And then he ends up in a construction zone and then goes downtown where he belongs, where all the other freaks are. Oh my god.
By the way,
I can't believe that
they actually made that.
Yeah, and it like they had I don't know, they like ripped off bits from like Metal Gear Solid with like alerting people like that are working. Like God forbid you alert them while they're sawing through a log, you know. Here's a burger. You're creepy. Wish I had a handgun and shoot you in the face.
You ever want to play
Metal
Gear?
You can't say things like that.
You ever
on
want
the radio? You can't say shit on the radio.
Anyway, what Anthony?
You ever want to play Metal Gear Solid? What it looked like if someone made it when they were high on meth? Sneak King, only $6.99 on eBay. Guaranteed by September 20th.
Oh my god.
All right,
that's
look into that
that's
one.
fucking the end of the week, guys. You could buy it now.
Oh shit. All right, so I've got one that I'm going to start with the one that's going to raise some controversy because I already know there's going to be people that are probably going to get mad about this one.
Fuck you.
Hey, you haven't even heard it yet.
Okay.
This one comes from a friend of mine, Trevor. Metro Exodus.
Never played it.
I have it on PC, and I have yet to get through the first like level and a half because I don't have time. Is it bad?
I know. I already know where he's coming from. I did have my problems with it. I didn't hate it, but I did have my problems with it. Number one, I felt it was too short.
Okay.
Like,
what's wrong with being short?
It was a short game because like the way they made it, like there's some open areas like they claim But even in those open areas, it's very point A to point B to do things. And it's like, move quickly, get out of there, get to your thingy, and then move on to the next area. And I'm just like, okay. So it moves by rather quickly, and that makes me a little mad. Because they made it seem like there was going to be more openness and things to do. But they shrunk it very, like, narrow. Or like, okay, this is what you got to do. Okay, just get there. Here's some extra things on the way, but just get there. And it was kind of disappointing. I think the survival aspect of it got in the way. Like, when your guns get dirty, they get dirty really quickly and they get jammed up very fast, and it is very fucking annoying. So scavenging for shit is like the only way to survive, to keep ammo or something to fucking, like, defend yourself so you can go clean your fucking guns out. So that's a little annoying. So I can understand where he's coming from on that. So yeah, there's that. That one's probably going to piss some people off, because I know a lot of people liked it. I didn't hate it, but I can definitely see where somebody wouldn't really care for it.
All right, that's fair.
It's fair enough.
Anthony.
Yes.
You may now lick my balls.
All right, I'm assuming it's my go.
Yes.
All right. Jared, I don't know if you know this, but I'm a fan of the Resident Evil series.
I kind of.
Like
A little bit.
I have some memorabilia. I own a lot of the games, and last year I went as a tyrant for Halloween. Fun.
I did not know that. All right.
Yeah, maybe I'll send you a picture. So way back, let's see. I have the Wikipedia page open. Way back in 2012, a little bit after.
Just
right.
I'm thinking about that picture. I'm just picturing long and pale and hard.
Yeah. So before we go,
sorry, were we talking about one?
So before we get into the terrible game, I just want to shout out some numbers for you.
Okay.
Resident Evil 7. All right. As of June 2019, 6.6 million copies sold.
I haven't finished that one, started it, and I don't mind it. I do like it.
Like that. We get to June for 2019, Resident Evil 2, the remake, 4.5 million copies sold.
Great remake.
Great remake.
Really was. Brought in all the fans that loved that one originally. Brought it with that.
So Resident Evil 7 has been out since 2017. So 2 years, 1 year, big number. This game is 2012. Game has been out for 7 years. Has sold 2.1 million units.
Do I know this one too?
I don't know. It's not a number, I'll tell you that much. Now, wouldn't it be fun to play, you would think, to play a Resident Evil game as the bad guys with your friends?
I do not.
In Resident Evil Operation Raccoon City?
Oh, no.
It was such...
I fucking pre-ordered that shit.
Me too. We are both...
Now, to that game's credit, had it been advertised differently and marketed differently, I feel like it might have held its own better, because
I guess
you took Resident Evil and you turned it into player versus player. Like,
yeah,
you can't label it with the RE name and get away with putting it out and not getting shat all over.
Exactly.
For breaking the rules.
I'm sure if it was the original IP, it would have done, like, mediocre.
Yeah, like, because, I mean, from what I gathered, I never played it because I heard so much negative shit on it that I just didn't want anything to do with it.
I pre-ordered that shit, got it day of release, played through the campaign, and left feeling...
empty inside?
I felt like I had someone stick their hand in my pants, jerk me up, and spit in my eye.
Are you sure it was spit?
It might not have been spit for all I know.
It was like this. There are 6 playable characters on each side, and you get teams of 4. Just stupid. Everything about it.
Pretty derpy.
Speaking of which, I see that they're trying that again.
Yes, they are.
Really?
Yeah, they
Oh
are.
my god, what's it fucking called?
Resident Evil, Project something.
Shit,
I think.
Resistance. Project Resistance.
Yeah, there we go. Four characters play as survivors trying to escape on time. One player plays as the game master, planting the monsters and booby traps along the way. Will they escape in time, or will the one player be the mastermind to end them all?
Yeah, have you played Evolve, Friday the 13th, or
One
Dead by
desire.
Daylight? It's that game, but Resident Evil. I can't wait for that one to bomb.
It sounds like they're kind of taking a little bit out of Left 4 Dead for this Resident Evil game.
The way this game looks, take the Doom level editor, like you're making a level for people to play through,
Now that sounds neat.
except you're doing it in real time against people trying to escape within the time.
Sorry.
But
God bless you.
Thank you.
That doesn't sound bad. It almost sounds like the new, like escape mode on Gears 5.
in a
kind
way,
except for the AI are just replaced with actual.
yeah, and it
people.
says you can take control of the zombies and things you place to try to stop them. I'm like, it sounds like it could be an interesting concept, except I don't know if it really needs a Resident Evil title with it. I think this could have been another one that goes by itself and been fine.
See, and they could get away with it if they just abbreviated it even. They just put RE.
Oh, they did. Operation Resistance, the RE are red to let you know it's Resident Evil.
So why wouldn't you just like hide that somewhere? You know what I mean? And like even with the Raccoon City, like if they didn't just obviously and blatantly say Resident Evil, like okay, people know it's Resident Evil, but they could create this subgenre of more multiplayer based games. But they just
just don't
market
learn.
it so wrong. Like
Every multiplayer game they've tried to do in this vein, there have been like 3 other ones in total they've done, and they've all bombed.
well,
very
people
quickly,
don't want them to make
so-
that shit. You know, people love their Resident Evil games,
Yeah.
and they started doing really bad. Was it
Yeah.
Resident Evil 5? Something like that.
5
wasn't
was stretching it for me for a good Resident Evil game. But it was
Yeah,
still
like,
fun,
it was
because
horrid.
That was the last one
Like,
where I was
it's
like, okay,
story,
this is as far
like,
as I'll go.
They stretched it too thin. And then RE7, like that one was a masterpiece. I think at least a good chunk.
yes,
of
that
it.
one was great. And Resident Evil 2, if you played the recent one, that one's fucking phenomenal.
Oh yeah, yes, the remake. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh, God, I don't think I've shit myself.
Like,
so much
if they
playing
can just... They've said that if we want more remakes, they'll do them as long as people want them. I'm like, yeah, I'd be fine with more things along
Give me
in this
3,
vein.
give me
It's
Nemesis.
cool.
Yeah, right.
See,
that would
3,
be-
I
that'd
think
be
they'd have
also a
to
good one.
adjust. Because Resident Evil 3 isn't a very good game. So if they were going to remake it, they'd have to change some things to
Well,
make
they
it.
did do
a more
quite a
playable
bit of
game.
alterations for 2, and
Yeah.
well, not so much 1, but 2. Like even the story, like that. I don't know. It seems more cohesive than the original one did. That was the first horror game that ever scared the shit out of me. As you know, I would assume I was probably teen years. Like that game was fucking terrifying. The original and the second Resident Evil games on old consoles. Oh, goosey pimples. So they did good by it in the new ones. As long as they don't shit the bed on the next one that they remake.
Speaking of Resident Evil, they're officially rebooting the movies. No release date, but the script is being finalized.
Now, is it going to be a real Resident Evil, or is it going to turn into some fucking bullshit superhero movie?
Well, who's the guy that did Fast and Furious?
Ooh,
what's his
good question.
Fucking name? Because he did Aquaman too.
James Wan.
Oh yeah.
James Wan, yeah. He apparently is writing it and doing it. But everybody's in the same boat of like, does it really need a reboot already? And he's apparently
Yes.
going ahead with it anyway.
Well, it needs to just die off and be forgot about the other ones. Like the first one,
I thought.
you know, I watched it. It was entertaining. I was like, you know what? They actually have some of the core characters. It's not
the first two
exactly what
movies
I
were
expected.
But after
it
that,
looked
they just
pretty
got
close. Out of control? Yeah, kind of like their games did.
Yeah, once you get to 3 and onward, they just start going really off the wall and making that up as they go. And I'm just, it loses me at that point. Because like 1 and 2, that's right in line with the games. Like you got Raccoon City, the mansion, facility. Okay, that's fine. But then you get into 3 and it's like, oh, the world is fucking ended and everything's an apocalypse now. And there's this main character who we've never heard of that's doing their own thing. I'm like, no, can we just not?
Yeah, I don't even remember her character's name. Like, once you remove, like,
Alice,
Claire and Chris, like, what the fuck are you doing?
Sick in my dick.
So I do have one more game I want to throw in here.
Okay.
I just looked it up, and it does not have a wiki page.
Oh.
Like, which...
Interesting.
Mind-blowing. I mean, it technically does. It has the... it's on bootleggames.fandom. But it's not actually a Wikipedia page, per se. It's called Maxi 15. It was an NES game. Had 15 games in one. Came out in 1992.
Okay.
So it had a... it had a jet game where you was F-15 City War. A game called Puzzle. A game called Pyramid. A game called Tiles of Fate.
So this sounds very generic.
Yeah. Yes. The game called Double Strike and Dudes with Attitude. Yeah, so a lot of these games were, they're pretty okay for NES games. But there were some that were just horrible. I can remember one very vaguely. I don't know which one it is. I'm not going to go hunting down gameplay for 15 NES games. But it was like if you took Paperboy and like threw Freddy Krueger in it, you mix Nightmare and Paperboy. Like you're like, I just remember going down a street, and maybe I'm getting 2 different games on that same cartridge mixed up. But I just remember you're trying to save. I believe it's your sister. It could be your girlfriend, but I think it's too young.
Make love to your sister in that game? Is that what we're getting at here?
They capture her and they chain her up to a fucking wall in this dungeon-looking thing. And the more you fail, you only have so many lives, and every time you fail, like they show you an image of her, and her clothes are more fucked up. She's beaten up a little bit more, and like she's progressively losing clothes. It's
I
like,
made her call me daddy today.
Is there someone's sister? Can this be Jared's mom?
It could be. It's possible.
Leave my mom out of this.
But
you want me to include your sister instead?
Yeah. So you're just running down the street, avoiding things. I think I don't remember exactly, but it was like seriously, if like like Freddy Krueger Facebooked My Little Pony, or Paperboy is like a relatively innocent game, and then they threw your sister in a dungeon and chained her to a wall and started ripping her clothes off every time you fuck up. This is not a
sounds like some
game.
kind of sick and twisted porn game.
Yeah,
except for there was never any bad stuff.
Yeah, like you weren't seeing
never once. No, I never recall ever seeing anything.
It was all happening when this behind the screen.
Yeah, like there was clearly bad stuff happening.
Oh yeah,
but
I could never progress. I just remember never being able to beat it. Like none of it. Like I don't know if I beat any of those games. I have the cartridge still. I just don't have a console to put it in because my ex-wife misplaced my shit. I'm pretty sure.
Did you just shit yourself?
Well, I decided to remotely censor myself because you never know who might be listening.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, I keep my opinions about certain someones to myself.
As you should. Good boy.
So yeah, this game runs for what I saw it on eBay.
$10.
for 120.
Jesus
Oh my
fucking
God.
Christ. Holy fuck.
Let's see here. Shopping. Type NES afterwards. So that one's 50. Where'd the one go I saw? It said like 100 and some odd fucking dollars.
Jesus.
What the fuck, Google?
Jesus Christ.
That's too much for a shitty game.
Yeah. Well, shitty games.
Yeah, 15 shitty games.
All right. I'm gonna go back in time again.
I mean, I think all of it back in time. I'm gonna go back in time.
Game called perhaps one or I'll even just look it up to make sure I have the name right because I'm going off what I'm pretty sure it was called. A game called 13.
13.
Double checking myself. Yep. 13 in Roman numerals. The PS2 game. I got this game for my PS2 when it had come out. It came out in 2003, and it was unplayable for me. I fucking hated it with a passion. It looked cool. It had like a comic noir kind of thing going for it, it's like little commercials, and it was like it was an adult game. It was all about being like a hitman and you're killing all these people and blah blah blah. But the game, when I played it, was very fucking clunky, and I could not get past the first level when I had first played it, and I never went back to it because it was just so fucking terrible. Like, the shooting mechanics did not work right. Trying to get through the level and shoot all the guys, I would just get blown the fuck out. Like, it was not fun. It was not fun. I was really disappointed. So that game made it into my list, because fuck that game. It was a terrible game.
Yeah, sounds like a terrible game.
At least to me it was. Looking at it now, it looks like it had won an award for being a good game. It was made by Ubisoft. So it was an early Ubisoft game, which for me is unreal because I like Ubisoft. But when I had played it, I did not have a fun time. So it can suck my cock. Sorry.
Man, the way games have done is amazing.
Yeah, I feel like I could probably, God, if I could just tap into my memories and see which game had me raging the most, like I feel like my brain just kind of locked that shit away because me and angry don't mesh well. So it's like, no, we're gonna tuck this back here and this back here, and you're never gonna see that again.
Yeah, no, I had a similar problem. I had to go on my like all my games are Xbox games because I had to go through my achievements to see which games I've played.
Yeah,
I don't remember bad games until I get like fucking terrible memory.
Yeah, me too.
Star Wars: The Force Unleashed 2.
Oh my god, that's on my list.
Is it really
right
on your
here?
List? Oh my god, fuck that game, man.
It was so bad. I played it on the Wii.
The first one was an awesome game. Like, I loved the first Force Unleashed game. It was really fun. You could like destroy everything. You had fun being a Sith. But then the second game came and like the graphics changed, like the level style changed. It was fucking hot garbage. Hot garbage marketed to be better than the first game.
And he was a fucking clone.
Yeah, fuck that. Like,
I kind of want to.
That's the one time you didn't need that. You didn't need that plot twist at all.
It wasn't even a plot twist because it happened like in the very fucking beginning.
That's what I mean. You didn't need that. Like, I would have been fine if he was just some Jedi's kid that became dark and went with Vader. I would have been fine with that. But he doesn't need to be a fucking clone of anybody. God.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird concept.
Which they might be doing that with the new Star Wars, so keep that in mind.
That new Star Wars game?
The new Star Wars movie that'll be coming.
Oh, movie.
Why?
So that new,
it's looking like Rey's gonna be a clone.
That's not cool.
No, theory here. Now everyone put on your fucking tinfoil hats. Here's the theory. So, fucking, who just got a series for no reason?
I'm having one.
None other than Obi-Wan motherfucking Kenobi. Who's got a Large gap. Who could possibly be the grandfather of Ray? Bam.
1972. Final answer.
That's incorrect. It is what is 1972.
B.
Damn.
C.
Um,
It's B.
that would be cool too. I wouldn't mind that. So yeah,
You guys remember Dead Island?
That was a great game.
It was, but
pissed me
it was
off.
not marketed to what it was. Does that make sense? You guys remember
Okay.
seeing the reveal trailer? Like the cinematic?
Yeah,
it was like,
the
holy
reverse,
shit,
the
they do
sad
that whole
daughter.
rewind thing and then, launch it all fast forward. Like it's supposed to be this expansive multiplayer, engaging, story-driven thing that just, 20 minutes into the game fell flat on its face. It's fun if you play it with somebody. It maybe has some replay value in that sense, but it wasn't. It was like Raccoon City. It wasn't marketed properly. It wasn't property. When you don't market something properly,
Or property.
it people expect one thing and get another. Whether the game's good or not, people are gonna fucking drop their drawers and shit on it. Like even if it's a good game.
So, Jared, do you want to tell
I'm just
James
saying.
and the internet here our fucking opinion of Dead Island when we first played it?
I didn't know what to think of it when I first played it because
Or-
the graphics were very unique.
Or wait, dare I say when
That was the game.
you first
It
played
took me a
it?
minute. Okay, well, I don't remember. Okay,
Let me tell you
What
about
do you
this
got?
fucking bullshit of Dead fucking Island. Dead Island, on the back of the case, it says you can do split screen. You cannot do split screen with Dead Island.
Nope.
Yeah, that game fucking lied to me. I was so mad.
I remember that because
See, I
we were
told you.
at your grandma's house.
That is indeed. We had taken my 360, and I had brought Anthony with me, and I was like, "Oh no, man! It's like split screen. It says right here, 2 to 4 players, and then next to it says online 2 to 4. So we're fine, man. It doesn't say it needs to be online. It just says 2 to 4 players in the regular, so it's fine." But no. If you try to split screen it, it just immediately makes you go online and invite somebody. So that was fucked.
Yep, and my friend Chase was having the exact same problem at the exact same time. Which, first of all, is fucking hilarious, but still.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's bullshit. It was, like I said, it was a good game. I played it and I kind of had fun with it. But it just wasn't what it was supposed to be. And then like you just said, I forgot all about that. Hey, it's split screen. You play with your friend on the same TV. No, you can't.
No, just lie to you a little bit.
So let's don't make it split screen compatible and just say we did.
So here's a game that I think we can all shit on.
Okay.
Ready?
Ready.
Destiny 2.
Yep. I liked the first one. I didn't even touch the second one because
No,
it was pushed out and forced out way too quickly because EA's grubby little fingers can't keep them in their back.
Activision, actually, on that one.
Oh yeah, isn't EA Activision? Aren't they the same umbrella of horseshit?
I guess maybe. Well, I mean, they're two publishing ones because Activision runs all the Call of Duty shit. They were just trying to do the same thing to Destiny. So Destiny 2 is a Call of Duty type push, and it was fucking awful call on their part.
Okay, so yeah, they got to be separate. So it'd be Activision. Right? Was it Blizzard?
no, our friend Stefan, he loves him some fucking Destiny. He plays so much Destiny. He can't stand Destiny 2.
No, because it was, you could tell it was something that could have just been a DLC, and that would have been fine. It didn't need to be a whole nother game.
So it was Activision that was like forcing him to fucking get the second one out faster.
Yes, because Activision and Bungie separated because of this. Because Bungie came out telling everyone that is what happened. Of like, no, they made us put that game out before we were done. We told them we're not done, we're not putting it out, and then we got our hands pushed into putting it out, and it was awful. So we have ended our partnership with them because we don't fucking need them, and we're not going to deal with that. So now Bungie's going to go do their own thing.
Yeah, see, I just kind of, I don't know, I assume when anything gets shit on, like video game wise, that it's shit dead and gone and fucked is because EA touched it.
Yep. That's fair.
So yeah, but my friend Muma pointed out that he had a whole thing to say about Destiny 2 here. So his response to why he hates Destiny 2. Sorry. It's a very long thing, so.
That's what she said.
Destiny 2 doesn't offer anything new or exciting. It brings in new guns and armor, but you get all of them. But to get all of them, you do the same boring ass shit, killing as trash mobs, defeating boring bosses that have absolutely no variety, completely ludicrously long missions that aren't any fun at all, even if you're playing with someone. Another thing I hate is that there's literally no difference between armor and what little difference in guns, mostly just reskins and absolutely no difference in any stat. The only difference in armor is the look. Armor makes literally no difference in any stats or anything. The only ones that do are exotic, which means they're extremely hard to get. And they all do add a special perk, but not really worth going after one specific armor if its armor rating is shitty anyway. I could go on for hours. But all anyone needs to know is this game is fucking trash.
Alright.
That's what we put more time
Fair.
into it.
I love it when developers just shit all over the things that work.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, why send out a good thing when you can send stuff that'll make you money for the first couple weeks?
Yep. Hurry the fuck up. Push this game out. Stop giving a shit. We don't. We just want the money from it. I don't care if you care about the people playing it. We don't. That's how the head honchos think. It's like, oh, sell. People like to gamble. Gotta get into video games.
Yeah, can we talk about a new shitty game that none of us have played, and I hope none of us will? NBA
Sure.
2K 2020.
Oh, yeah, that game's getting fucking review bombed hardcore right now.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Wait, what game?
The new
2K 2020.
new basketball game.
Who
It's
the fuck
real
is
bad.
actually trying to play those?
It's like one of the most, was at one point one of the highest grossing, like, franchises, like, below FIFA.
What the fuck is wrong with all you people?
Yeah.
Says the Call of Duty man.
Shut the fuck up. I don't get it all the time.
No, like,
God.
I don't know if you know about this, Jared, the whole scandal that's going on. But basically their single-player mode is filled up with so much gambling, like literal gambling and simulated gambling.
Yep.
It's
Wow.
ridiculous.
The whole game revolves around whether you spend your real world dollars in game or not.
Yeah, for the surprise
Well,
I
mechanics.
don't honestly know if there's a lot of grinding that you can do to get what you have to pay for. Like, I don't think the line
So
is
it's
so
just another
fine you
pay to
can't see
win.
it. It's what it sounds like, but I don't know for
So it's
sure.
because it's made by EA, it's just EA typical bullshit.
Yeah. EA ruins everything it touches.
Well, fuck that then.
Mm-hmm.
I've got another one from one of our friends here. So, from our friend Rachel, we got Army of 2, The Devil's Cartel.
Oh, it's on my list.
Because I did play this one.
Yeah, I don't think I ever finished that game. The original Army.
Neither did we.
I fucking loved the original. I loved
Yeah,
that
the
fucking
fucking-
game.
Yeah, dude.
I love the
People
40th
shit
day.
on it sometimes, but it's like, dude, it was so good. I never finished the one that you're referencing. I can't even think of the
Neither did
name of it, and you just said it because apparently it was garbage.
It was garbage. Have you played anything about it?
That game had promise.
Army of 2, the first game, I loved. The Devil's Cartel was another case and stand of something that should have just been a DLC that they expanded way too thinly, and it was boring as fuck. Both me and Rachel had the same reaction, which was getting into Chapter 2, and then just being like, yeah, I'm not having any fun. I'm just going to play something else.
Hey, I want you guys to guess who released this game.
EA.
Yep, EA. Look at that. Fucking
Shocking.
It's amazing, right?
yeah, like they did such a great job with the first two. Like I can't tell you how much I fucking played the 40th day. I unlocked all the like choices.
Yeah, that's one game I want to go back and play because, fuck, I have a hard time remembering all the awesomeness from the original.
See, the first one, it was fun, and especially, like, you could split screen with your friend, and it was fun.
Yeah,
it was like a fun dynamic
great.
to play with your friend.
Yeah, and you both had to, have each other in order to progress. I mean, AI was horrible in that game. I will say that. It was the worst AI I think I had seen at the time, and it probably still stands the test of time as some worst AI ever.
The mass customization is awesome, though.
Then you go to the Devil's Cartel, and it was just very bland. Like, the storytelling was bland, the enemies were very generic and bland.
It was safe.
Like it was forced out.
Yeah, like I did not care for it. I didn't complete it. I mean, I was about the same as her. I made it to chapter 2 and then was like, yep, I'm out.
I'm out. Yep. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
That would be an awesome one to fucking...
Her boyfriend also had one he wanted to throw in, being a nerd himself. He's throwing Gary's mod under the bus, which I know is going to piss a lot of people off.
That is... No.
I can't agree with it.
I'm not going to agree with that.
Hang on. Let me use his explanation.
Okay.
Because it was only fun if you had friends to make game modes and play with, but as a standalone, it's just a giant sandbox of boringness.
He might have a point there.
I mean, yes.
Depending on what kind of creative person you are. Some people, like Raiden, loves that shit. He eats it up. He goes in and sets up scenes, because you can mold and place characters wherever you want. Like, I've seen him set up it's basically like a 3D painting, if you want to think of it that way, where like there's this huge war scene going on and every single thing in it plays a part. Like, if you like that kind of thing, but I don't.
I mean,
he's right for me.
It is
I have to have someone to play with.
I will agree, but I would agree it's a multiplayer thing, like Destiny or any other game. But there were so many game mods that came out with it, like Trouble in Terrorist Town, Prop Hunt, Murder. Like a lot of good mods.
Yeah, people have made full-blown like horror games inside of Gary's mod.
Yeah. So I can see where he's coming from, but I don't agree.
Because you could technically just go download those game mods, play those games inside that game. I mean, they may not be super fun, maybe by yourself. I don't know.
All right.
I agree kind of with him.
I can see the point. But yeah, Gary's mod, there's a lot of stuff that does go with it. So I can see the point, but I do know there's a lot of people, obviously, that are going to disagree, as just was pointed out. I'm just going to finish up the last two that I have. Just get them out of the way, because I know Anthony has some stuff here.
Now, I'm not going to have to go through the whole list. I was just showing you the list of how Star Wars and Devil Cartel was on there.
I got Jaws Unleashed for the PS2. I have that. Fuck that game. Oh. First off, the very first thing you have to fucking do is, you have to kill Shamu and escape from SeaWorld because they capture you. That's like the first fucking thing they make you do, and it's annoying as shit.
So tough.
After you do that, though, you get to go in the ocean and swim wherever. I had more fun just going and beaching myself and killing people randomly or ripping them off of boats than doing anything that the game needed me to do for story-wise, because every story mission was overly hard and clunky, and it was fucking annoying. It was more fun to just go kill shit and get killed and then come back and kill more shit. That's all that game was good for. And it was, other than that, it was a fucking hunk of shit.
Shark Simulator.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
No, on the other hand, the Manhunter game that they have coming there, that looks to be more fun. Like, at least from what I've seen, it looks more fun. It looks like what that game should have been, the way it was marketed as, that it didn't. That game looks to be.
What about Manhunt? Remember that game?
I actually played 1 and 2. I actually have 2 sitting over here.
So good.
But we're not talking about good games.
I know. But you said Manhunter, and that's the first thing popped into my head. I had to say it because fuck, that game blew my mind when I played it. Just
Those are good.
it's like fuck. If Mom walks in this room right now, fuck.
All right, so Jaws Unleashed, shit it on. The last one I have from friend is our friend Paul, who couldn't be here today. He wanted me to shit all over the Finding Nemo game.
Oh Jesus, they made one.
I had him describe why he hated it. Let me tell you, the description about this game, it's Superman 64 reskinned.
Oh
Oh no.
He said 90% of the game is swimming through rings. It's Superman 64.
That's horrible.
That is exactly that. That is what that is. Oh no. The game never had its car.
It strikes back.
Oh god.
Swim through rings, do a small mini game that's really terrible, swim through more rings.
Yeah, that sounds like that.
Yep, good old quick cash grab right there.
Yeah, so that one is also awful.
So wait. Nemo was just Superman in disguise?
Apparently. Yeah, apparently.
Weird, man.
Weird, man. Anthony, what else you got?
Let's see. I'm gonna do Murdered Soul Suspects.
Really?
Yeah, it's not that it was a bad game. I enjoyed it, playing it. It was but it was a very
unique game.
It was very meh. I feel like it had missed
I felt
potential.
the same way. I still have that fucking game in my carrying case of games from when I first got it. Man, I struggled to beat that game, to be honest. And not that it was challenging, just more on how the game played, because that is not how it was marketed to look.
No. It was like, oh, solve your own murder, do all this. It's like, no, you're just gonna walk straight. Do you want to do some side missions? Nope. Okay.
All right, and I'm walking. Oh, there's a Reaper. Okay, I gotta hide. Okay, now I'm walking. And I'm gonna possess this guy. Does he know anything? No. Okay, so I'm walking.
Gonna teleport.
It was not a fun game.
No, it was like, oh, it's gonna be LA Noire, but you're a ghost. No, it was.
That is how they marketed that fucking thing, and it was very boring.
It was so boring, and I fucking hated the ending.
Yeah, I wish I could remember half the games where I just hated the ending so much it ruined the game. I know there's some in my mind somewhere, and I can't think of them.
There's plenty.
Yeah, like Murdered Soul.
You could have a good game, and it's the same way with TV shows. Like, you can have a great show, but if the ending's shit, then it's just gonna ruin it.
Yep.
Which happens to really any good TV show. They all end shitty.
Except for Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Did it though?
I will fucking
You're
murder
talking
you.
like the animated series?
Yeah.
Was fucking amazing.
Yeah, had a great ending.
The movie, I don't think I would piss on it if it was on fire.
Jared Allen, I will fucking drive to Nebraska. I got Thursday.
That do you speak of?
I have Thursday and Friday off. I will drive down to Nebraska if you shit talk it. Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, So yeah, that I can agree with the Murdered Soul Suspect. What else you got?
I got a lot of freemium games that I've played. Those games.
What about Thief? I never got to play more than 10 minutes of it, and I felt like I was bored quick.
I didn't get into
wasn't
it.
Maybe the worst, but it wasn't.
Yeah,
It couldn't absorb my attention at all. I
got up
literally
to
didn't play for more than 20 minutes.
I got up to a part where there's like the guard captain or whatever has you trapped, and you have to work around him to open up the gate. I couldn't beat that part, and I never went back to try to beat it because it just wasn't interesting enough for me to want to try to beat a hard part.
Yeah, it didn't seem like it had any driving force behind it.
Not really. I didn't really care for it either. Yeah.
Also, Sunset Overdrive. I did not enjoy that game.
I don't know.
I don't know. It was It was
unique.
interesting and different. Yeah, like it was unique. I guess I can't say I hated it. I'd never finished it. Not even close. Once my kiddo got good at it, like he fucking loves it, but it gets him raging. Like he gets so pissed off at it. But
I mean, it's an interesting and fun concept. Just the game itself, I don't fully know about. Like, I really don't know.
Yeah, like the concept, the whole like grinding on the rails and all that. That seemed pretty cool. It was like Jet Set Radio, but
it's like quirky and kind of uncensored, sensory. It was weird.
Yeah, it was. It's. I feel like
is weird.
It was trying too hard, especially when the first gun you get is a giant dick and balls. Like, I'm like, okay, I can see where this humor is going to go.
See, they rode a really fine line between, well, we can sell this to younger kids and adults will know what's going on. Like, I think they, in trying to blur that line and not just going one way or the other, they potentially fuck themselves.
Yeah. What I was so, like, I was excited for this game when it finally became free, like, because it was advertised on movie theaters. Like, I'm like, okay, I really want to play this game, but I'm not going to buy it. And bam, it was free. I'm like, okay. And then I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it was a weird one. It showed promise, but it didn't really deliver.
I don't know, man. Oh, I've got another terrible one for you. See if
Here
you
we
can
go.
throw this into your hat. I want to know if I'm the only one that felt that this game was not as good as advertised. So if there's anybody else that has also played it and feels themselves struggling to play it, let me know. Days Gone.
That I did not play, and I no longer have a PS4, so I can't play it.
I've been playing it, and it is such... I've seen people say it's good, but it is such... It feels like I'm dragging myself at the beginning of the game is very much draggy. To the point I'm at now, I have more guns, I have more things I can use to distract the hordes and whatever, but it's still overall, I feel lackluster with it. I don't know if I'm just missing something.
No, you sound like the reviews I have seen, and
it just feels like it drags on and on and on and on.
Couple articles I read, it's like a movie with
it really is. It is
a plot. And
it is.
Like
it's just a movie that you go from
snooze fest, and then you fucking skyrocket. Like you're going 20 the whole time, and all of a sudden you're doing 80. You know, like for brief moments. Like that's what I gathered. It's roller coaster.
That's how I felt.
You do a lot of driving as well, correct?
Yeah,
like
yeah.
A
You
lot
just
of maintaining how much gas and parts and.
You have to constantly go around and find scrap and constantly have your eye out for gas and you want to coast downhill to save gas. It's a pain in the ass.
Sounds like it was another great concept, but a missed opportunity kind of thing.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Anthony, you got any other ones you want to throw in there quick?
Let me see what I got. No, not really. I mean, I got some ones, but I don't really remember playing them, so I can't give a full opinion.
Oh, well, give me one of them. Maybe I played it.
Paladins?
Played it a little bit.
So familiar?
I couldn't get into it.
It's free and it has a battle royale mode now, and that's why it's on the list.
Yeah.
I thought maybe that was something I meant to try, and I didn't. Because the name sounds so damn familiar.
You know, any game that has that came out free and has a battle royale mode, I got a problem with it.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, what's next on your list?
Like all the freemium games that I've played over time, like Spartan Legends, Real Steel, World of Tanks.
Yeah, Real Steel was a weird fucking game.
Like,
I agree.
It was like just a generic boxing game. Like they took no cues from other boxing games that worked. It's like Rock'em Sock'em Robots, but digital.
I have one that Anthony's going to get mad at me for.
Oh yeah, okay, let's hear it.
Anthony, I know you're going to be really mad, but I have an opinion. Mortal Kombat 11.
Haven't played it.
You haven't played it?
Nope.
I thought
That's
you
the
would play
newest one, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
I've played 10, but not 11.
It's a learning curve, and I don't know how to feel about it.
I'm gonna wait for all the DLC to come out before I pick it up.
No,
Well,
it looks so promising. I wish I could play it. I'm not going to waste money on it.
It's
That's
a
just
learning curve because they have, like before you had your X-ray and your special, they would like charge, but now they've separated it into attacking things. So like if you're doing an attacking special, it uses those 2 bars, and if you're using something for defense, it has its own 2 bars. And they don't have the X-ray anymore. Now it's the final blow kind of thing where you can try to do critical damage with this special move when you're on your last leg, and it's like
counteract it. It kind of it swings the fight back into.
It'll swing it back into your favor.
Like you're gonna come back, but you don't necessarily come back.
Man, it was such a learning curve, and the fucking story mode. Oh my god! Once you get to the fucking end of the campaign on that fucking thing,
I watched a playthrough,
pain in the ass.
And the end seemed very weird because there's multiple endings.
There is. It all depends on how you win. If you win both, then the way it ends is like benefits everybody. If you lose a match here, depending on if you lose it in stage 1 or 2, will change how the story goes.
Oh yeah,
well, that's the weirdest part is how out there they went. Like they're going.
I can tell you the ending I got.
Like they're talking like they're talking like the beginning of
reboot
fucking Mankind. I was gonna say they gotta be.
They're gonna reboot the entire franchise.
What the fuck? Where are they going?
No matter, from what I saw, no matter what ending you get, that is what the direction they're going. Is that the entire universe is being rebooted. Liu Kang is now a god.
Yep. He's basically taken over for Lord Raiden.
After defeating the Time Goddess, who has apparently every Armageddon that has ever happened is because that is just the way time is supposed to go, so she's trying to make it happen. Once you defeat her, Liu Kang is tasked, depending on how you won or lost, will depend on who it is that helps you rebuild. I got Katana. I think I lost I lost in the second stage, but then I won overall, so I got Katana. And she comes to help. There's another version where Raiden gives his powers entirely to Liu Kang and then spends the rest of his life to help Liu Kang rebuild. So on and so forth, depending on how you played it. But either way, it's Liu Kang has to remake the entire universe from the ground up.
Doesn't it make you wonder how they're going to start the next one? Like, what ending are they choosing
That's
from
my
inside
question,
the
because there's a lot of things that...
Or are they going to let people vote? Like, let the fan base choose?
Here's my problem. There were parts in that story that would technically not matter anymore now, which is a little upsetting.
Yeah.
You had one was the Scorpion
becoming
basically the Scorpion that we had. He gets away from the demon and becomes himself. In this game, he fights with his older self when he's Demon Scorpion, and then after they fight, they come to a realization like, okay, we're on the same side. You're just looking out for the clan. I understand what you're doing. Blah blah blah. And then Devora, that fucking insect bitch, comes and she kills Hanzo. And older Scorpion holds him, and Hanzo asks his demon younger self, like, I need you to look after the clan, like, it's up to you now. Now that I'm gone, it's your job. And Scorpion has a complete revelation of, like, I don't need to work for Quan Chi or do any of this. I can be this, but I can lead my clan back to salvation. And he
doesn't have to be an evil fuck, basically.
Yeah, so he can be Demon Scorpion, but he's like, I don't have to be evil. Like, this was my future. I became a good man. I can do the same thing, but lead my clan, and that's what he does. And now that's apparently not going to matter because the whole universe is going to get reset.
Reset, yeah.
They also killed Kano. It's kind of funny.
That guy should have died a long
Because
time
Kano
ago.
forgot the rules, is how Sonya puts it. Because he tries to kill, it's either Sonya or Johnny Cage. It's one of the two. He tries to kill him, and their daughter is trying to help. And that's when they tell him, like, well, I mean, if you're not going to play by the rules, neither are we. And they shoot his younger self in the face.
No,
so he dies.
that would definitely kill him.
Liu Kang, the lightning fire god, or whatever the fuck they made. Holy
Fire
fuck,
god.
is he a bad motherfucker?
Yeah,
Like,
the fire god. Raiden gives him his power.
Holy shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
he's going to
Raiden,
be one of those behind a unlockable to some extent, or have to fight him in the next one. I'm assuming because he's how you can't beat
well, dude,
him.
that was another thing. That was another thing. That's another thing with that fucking story. Is that Raiden comes in and tells Liu Kang, like, out of all the futures, the reason it ends up going into Armageddon is because you and me fight, because you can't forgive me for either way of how the situation happens.
You can't
or I
forgive me
betray
for
you and
murdering
kill
you.
Yeah, like, either I betray you and kill you, or you betray me and kill me. Either way, we end up causing Armageddon. So he gives up his power to Liu Kang and says, he's like, this is the only way, is if I make you the god, because then there's no obligation for me to get in your way, and you could just do what needs to be done. And that's how they went with it.
Which isn't a bad explanation. Like,
Yeah,
at least
and then he goes and kicks
that could
the
have
shit
been
out of the
massive
goddess.
hole in the plot. Like, they could have fucked up real bad in that situation.
So yeah, I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do with the next thing. Like, but the DLC characters look cool. You got the Terminator, Shang Tsung,
Spawn,
Oh yeah,
Ash,
Spawn.
the Joker.
and Bruce Campbell.
Who?
Bruce Campbell.
Bruce motherfucking Campbell.
Ash motherfucking Williams from Evil Dead.
Oh, I was like, what the fuck are you? Okay,
Bruce Campbell.
you could have said
Campbell.
Ash. I would have known what she was talking about. He used his real name.
The greatest chin to ever grace the silver screen. I'm gonna have to send you that song. So yeah, that is that all we got? And sorry to anybody who likes MK11. I'm not saying I hate it, but there's definitely it's a huge fucking learning curve the way that game plays, and it was very hard for me to get into it.
Nah, Jared,
And I
we
think
said
It
second
plays
pick.
nothing like the new one, like anything we've seen before.
They did hella
changed
good on
everything.
the story, though. Like,
Oh,
I
they
think.
always do.
yeah, but
They're like, well,
sometimes it's
nine
got
times
so
out of 10 they do.
such big holes that it's like, what the fuck? This one doesn't seem to have as many, I guess.
No, and I'm just really curious how they're gonna. if they do decide to make more, then I mean,
Doo-doo.
where the fuck would they even go with it?
Dude. That's a good question. I mean, like you said, it'd have to be almost a full reboot, almost a
It would be. It would just be an
reimagining.
entire reboot.
Well, and you know, I think maybe I think that's almost got to be where they're going. Not only by the way they left that one off, but with the new consoles hitting next year, they're gonna want their IP coming out when those come out with all the fucking new hardware, all the ray tracing, all the fun stuff. They're gonna wanna be there for the debut of the console, so it makes sense from a business standpoint.
So those are our games. Before we end out here, I just do want to cover over a few things that have come up. Number one, the Sony exec came out and said that the door is closed. Spider-Man's out of the MCU. Another report has come out from the companies themselves saying that was a power show, but there is actually another deal being worked on right now. Sony's deal that they're negotiating with Marvel behind that closed door is they can take 30% on Spider-Man and use him still. That's fine. On top of that, what they want is they'll give 30% in Venom, Morbius, and anything else they make in that run of the Rogues Gallery. But they have to be Venom, Morbius, and anything else they use, if they're going to use Spider-Man, have to be included in the MCU. Is their
So they
term
have
deal.
to adopt the others to get Spidey.
Yeah, they're like, we'll give you, tell you what, we won't just give you 5%, we'll give you 30% on anything we make, but you have to include all this shit in the MCU. None of this, our own separate universe, but you take Spider-Man. Like, all of it has to
You
come
have
with.
to adopt our redheaded stepchild. So
I like the
makes
idea
sense.
that they're just going to make one really terrible thing just to fuck with Marvel. Ah, yes, this is Morbius' archenemy. Blip Blop, the vampire. You gotta include Blip Blop or else the deal's over.
I think that they should go with it. I think they should take it, because now imagine Morbius is coming. Like, that one's already finished all its filming, except now with the whole thing, there's the reshoots being done reportedly to include Tom Holland in Morbius, which it was already done, so how the fuck this is going to work, I don't know. But if they do manage to do that, Morbius is a vampire, Blade comes out
Morbius
Oh
is
shit!
with
That's
the
right.
beginning of Phase 5.
easy. Oh yeah, he can be in a
damn.
movie. He can be in the first 10 minutes of Blade. And then his head could be in the
I
rest
was
of
gonna
it.
say, is it like all right? So Blade is not only gonna get onto the big screen, but he's also in a series, right? Like some Marvel series or Disney thing. Disney's doing some kind of like TV series with some of the Marvel characters. And
Well, I mean,
Blade's
they'll
going to be
have
one
the
of the
Disney
few that are
Plus
in
stuff going.
full.
But they're going to have a Blade movie with Phase 5, along with Fantastic Four is also confirmed there.
We're going to get an R rating like we did with Deadpool.
Oh, yeah,
is it going to
Blade
be
is
in
confirmed
association with like kind of thing?
Blade is confirmed R-rated and will start Phase 5.
I'm going to say.
And
If they
Ghost Rider
didn't,
is now in
I would be
talks
so pissed.
to also be in Phase 5. It looks like they're bringing out all the horror characters.
What's
we got,
Anthony laugh about? We got a chuckle.
I'm
we got
sorry.
R-rated Blade and possible R-rated Ghost Rider and R-rated Deadpool all coming in.
Good deal. When's he gonna? He's gonna be in Phase 5, right? Like,
Yeah.
he's gonna show up with other
Yeah.
people on screen with him finally.
Yep.
Oh fuck! Thank God.
All right,
I
what
want
do
to
you
see
check
him
out
interact with Tom Holland.
So there's an ad. So I live in Woodland, and there's
now?
a
Good old Woodland.
it's a little town of like it's a village of like 40 people.
Yeah.
I got an ad. Sexy Asian women in Woodland. I can assure you, person on this anime website, no. I can assure you that is a lie.
There's sexy hot Asians 5 miles from your location.
Like,
Don't forget to check out the Russian babes down the street. Oh, and they try so hard.
On top of that, also we also have our YouTube channel that just came up, Oddcast Network on YouTube, thanks to Mr. James here.
Yes, I'm going to need the audio from your previous episodes for the cartoon
Oh,
showdown.
don't worry, I've got
Because people will probably want some,
context.
like, yeah, they'll want to probably start at the beginning.
And what's that channel once again?
Oddcast Network.
Oddcast Network. All right.
And we also have our Twitter at OddcastN. You've also got our Facebook, Oddcast Network, there as well. Come check us out. Come say hello. And do that thing your mother tells you to not do.
Anal.
Share herpes?
Fuck the dog. Because that's wrong. You go to hell for that. Wrong
Never
with you.
fuck your dog.
But I do want to thank you, James, for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Terrible games. That's all of them. Some really shitty games to not look at.
We probably left out a actual butt ton, but that's digging pretty deep into the memory bank for me, so I don't got the capacity for that shit.
There's a lot of games out there that were not good. This is just a few that we actually remember playing. Anthony, you got anything you want to add in? Or?
Drink water, hydrate or dihydrate.
Okay. And James, I believe you also have your own YouTube channel, right?
Correct. You can find us over at Adaptive Creations on YouTube.
What a good name.
AC Studios.
Check him out. Find him on Facebook and YouTube as well. So make sure to go check him out and support him because he helped support us because he's an awesome dude and you need to go check it out.
And we all like to go balls deep.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck yeah, we do. But until
All
next
like
time,
2 inches.
this has been an Odd Chat. You all take care.